Hey, I'm just going through my little storage room here, and I came upon an old picture of me. Yep. I used to think if I had to characterize how I looked, it was like a refrigerator box. And that was kind of sad, you know? I didn't realize at that time that there was something I could do about it. Obviously I've done something about it. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. So I just got done doing a video called Deadly Serious Talk about stopping putting off the things that you need to be doing in your life. It was about what's under your control. I realized a few years ago that one of the things that was under my control was my own health. And what I wanted to tell you is, in that last little video I did, I talked about doing something about your health and not finding excuses to put it off. But most people don't know what to do about their health. So what I discovered after years of being a yo-yo dieter, after years of, running and swimming and going to this gym and that gym, is that what I needed to do was change the habits that caused me to get heavy and unhealthy to begin with. And when I finally realized that and got on a program that enabled me to do that, I was so impressed with it that I became a health coach for the program. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about, okay? My program gives you a personal health coach, a supportive, like-minded community. It's hard to change the way you live if everybody around you is living, a different way, right? But if you have people that are supporting you and cheering you on and in sympathy with you too, it's a lot easier to make changes, right? It's got education, and it's got certain education methods that actually enable you to effect changes in your life. And also there is, it's like a personal development program with a weight loss component. Because these days, most of us need to take off weight in this country anyway. Isn't that true? And very often, most of the time, a health journey starts with taking off excess weight. So what happens with my program, and it's really amazing, I couldn't believe it, but I'm living proof of it. And so are all my clients and the thousands upon thousands of other people that have seen the same results. That you are not hungry, you have lots of energy because you're burning your own fat, not muscle, fat. Actually, it's been proven that for every, I think it's 10 pounds of weight loss. Okay, wait a minute. Every 12 pounds of weight loss, 10 of those pounds are fat. It's a whole lot anyway. It's really pretty amazing. I know a lot of people who used to go work out at the gym all the time, but they were really heavy. That's how I was. I had fat on top of all these muscles. And then when they went on the program and they lost the fat, their muscles were still there. Also, no workouts required, okay? In fact, in the beginning of the program, we ask you not to work out for the first 2 or 3 weeks or so. And then we teach you how to be more active without having to join a gym or do specific workouts so that you're burning more calories every day. Anyhow, it sounds almost amazing. It sounds unbelievable, but I'm proof that this works. You saw that picture of me. And if you've seen my videos before, you've seen other pictures that I've displayed. I used to be my neck used to almost go straight from my jawbone ornaments to my chest. Really, I couldn't wear necklaces, normal necklaces, because they didn't hang. They just encircled my neck like a choker. Anyway, more importantly, I used to be a type 2 diabetic, and my blood sugar now runs normal, which is wonderful because I have learned to eat in a healthy way. And I think some people say that's the most important. For me, what's more important is what I have to live with every day, which is how I feel physically and how I feel about myself. Because we all have to live within our own bodies, right? And so often what's important to us when it just comes down to the nitty-gritty is, how do I feel? It doesn't matter what's going on in the world, or what appointments we have, or our education level, or even, anything. What matters is, how do I feel in my own skin? Because that's something that affects us all the time, all the time. And I feel good in my own skin, which is something that I didn't used to feel when I was built like in that picture that you saw, I was very uncomfortable back then, but I just kind of learned to live with it, with chafing and things being tight and kind of feeling embarrassed a lot about how I looked. That dress was hanging nice and straight, but if the wind blew, then it kind of formed more to my body, and I didn't look so great. The dress was no longer hanging straight, and you could see what was underneath it. Excuse me, a little runny nose today. Anyhow, so if you're interested in changing your health, taking off some excess weight like I have, and yes, by the way, I put on a little weight during, this whole quarantine time recently, and now I've started taking it off. I've taken off about, I think, 8 pounds, and I probably have another 8 that I need to take off. The thing is, though, because of my program, I have the tools to do it. I have the ability to do it. So, you might say, well, why did you gain weight if this program is so successful? I'll tell you why. Because the program deals with the habits that you have. And it's like lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. And there are some habits that I developed over the 69 years of my life that I had not yet dealt with successfully, or completely successfully. So I'm still working on some of those things, But the point is, I have the ability to change, to work on those things, and to have success with them. I have a health coach. I have a supportive community on Facebook, and I have ongoing education, and I also have foods to help me to take off the extra weight I've gained. Excuse me, I'm tripping over the dog here. So anyway, if you want to make some changes, if you want to stop putting off doing something about the one thing you can control in your life, which is your health, get in touch with me, okay? Because I can give you a solution, and we can see if you feel like it would meet your health needs, okay? I like to tell you about things that I find that work. This works.